Hi guys, my name is Zin and this is Maybe Bonsai. And today I have done a little bit of physical labor and I built my first bonsai bench, or some of a makeshift bench. It's right behind me. It's right here. It's very simple, not very fancy, but it does the job. I just have cinder blocks at the bottom and these plastic pallets or trays, whatever these are. I don't know exactly what they're called, but I got this from a club member, which it was an order from Japan, and this was the skis they used. So she's got extras, and she gave two to me, so I took them, and it works pretty well. I had to level the ground with some screening, but you know, it works. And I needed to do this because the table here is getting full. There's nowhere to put it. Put the trees, and I have problems watering because some trees are kind of getting over water and they're in regular nursery soil, where these guys here, they're in bonsai soil, and you know, it drains much faster. So now I've got all my trees that are in fast draining soil over here, so I can water it much easier. You notice I have this fish tank set up. It's not a greenhouse, it's more for protecting the succulents from the rain. Actually, I just noticed that I broke a branch on the top of the dwarf jade, but that's okay. We'll just call that pruning. It's gonna rain. It rained yesterday for, I don't know, 8 hours and it's gonna rain for the next few days. So the forecast says that it's gonna rain for a week. Every day there's a 50% chance of raining. So I put the fish tank here just so I don't get rain on the succulents. And it worked out pretty well yesterday. The rain just collects at the top, nothing gets in, which is perfect. So yeah, that's the new update on the bonsai bench. I might extend it to this side, I'm not sure yet. That's why I left kind of spacing so that I could put another pallet if I can get one. So today I'm going to work on the hibiscus. This is a Snow Queen. I got this from Connor at the trunk swap at the KW meeting, and this was a cutting, I guess, from him. Yeah, I think it was a cutting that rooted, and I bought this and a couple other things, and this actually Natal plum from him. You know, quite for a pretty cheap price because it was, you know, it was a club thing. So I'm going to repot this into a bigger pot. This has been in here since I got it. It's been at least a few months now, and I'm pretty sure you can use a repotting. This is more of a temporary pot. So I'm going to put this in the bigger pot, and hopefully it's going to grow much better. Okay, so let's get started on that. Okay guys, so here is the hibiscus. So first I'm going to remove it from the pot and see how the roots are doing. I can see that it's coming out the bottom, so I think we got enough roots. Let's see if I can. Yeah, so that's looking good. Let's try to comb away the soil. I'm hoping the sound will be better if I shoot the video like this. You know, I notice the sound when I sit far away, it's not as strong and it's hard to hear. So right away I noticed the roots is only on one side, since this was potted to the towards this side of the pot. And there's a lot of roots. Let's remove the screen. So now that I see the roots, I think this was a perfect time for repotting. And the next week pretty much is all humid and rainy, which is good. It'll provide shade for the plant naturally, and the air will have more moisture, so it's going to be better for the hibiscus. So I think that's fine. Yeah, there's just not that much roots on this side. which there's not much I could do about that right now. What I will do is kind of reduce the roots on this side, and hopefully that'll help balance everything's out. This one root is very strong. I'm gonna just get rid of it altogether. Okay. I'll trim away this kind of a thick root with no fibrous roots. I'm not sure what's going on at the bottom here. There's this big bulge with nothing coming out. I mean, I would think the roots would come out of this spot right here, but you know, it's just a bulge and the roots are beneath it. And there's some roots coming on this side, which this one kind of turns. So I'm gonna cut that off there. I'm going to take these long ones back. So this one isn't so bad, but I may take this back a little bit so that it can branch into more. It is bigger. It is much bigger than the others. And there's actually this thing's coming to the top, so I might actually take this all the way out. Let's see if I can get rid of that. Okay, so I think I reduced it enough. I'm going to wash this out so I can see exactly what's going on in there, and you know, maybe I don't have to do anything else. So here we are. You can see there's this guy here that's turning. That's actually supposed to be on the other side, and it went to the wrong side. I guess because of the pot, the planting was so lopsided on the, you know, it's on all the way on the other side of the pot. So now we got him going over, and I don't know if I could get it to come back. And even if I do, I don't know if it's going to look good. And then there's this root, which is going straight down. I think I'm gonna have to remove this. Yeah, I can't get that out. I think that's the one that I cut before anyway. And then there's this now I think if I remove the big one in the middle here, there might not be enough roots left. But it's a hibiscus. They're quite vigorous, they're very tough. So I am going to remove this. I can't have this here. It just doesn't work. Yeah, that's the most of them. Most of the roots are gone. So when I plant it, I'll try to force this towards this side, so we have a flat plane on the bottom. Get rid of that. That's going down. That one's going down. This So it's going up. This I think is a dead root. So there's not much left, but I think it'll survive. So I want to plant this and, hopefully that everything's good. So I'm going to be using a much bigger pot, as you can see. And this guy needs to grow anyway, so not a big deal. So I will be using the new bonsai soil, the 2.0, which has a lot of pine bark in it. Yeah. I'm going to plant this near the middle so that the roots can spread in all directions. I don't want the same kind of thing as before where the roots are kind of stuck to go one direction only. So let's put this down here, see if have to be like that. Push it a little bit off center. Standing on its own, so that's good. Just gonna move it up a bit. I'm gonna have to use a couple of rocks just to hold this in the pot. So I'm gonna put one here to kind of hold it up, and then I'll add another on the other side. Yeah, I think that's fine. It should hold, I think. So I know I removed a lot of roots, probably I would say like 70% almost. But the hibiscus is very tough plant to kill. So I'm hoping that this is going to be okay. So yeah, I'm gonna water it now, and it's on its way. It'll grow slow in the bonsai soil, of course. If you want to grow fast, put it in a bigger container, and that's fine. I think I just want this to kind of grow slowly, and I'll prune away over time. So yeah, I'm gonna get the water. So this is the first watering in this new soil. I'm going to water thoroughly to remove all the dust from the soil. Some muddy water's coming out. Still kind of murky. So it's much better now, and I think that's fine for now. I'm going to place this on the bench, on the new bench. Hopefully I can find a spot that's kind of shady, and I'll show that afterwards. So here we are. I placed it behind the silk tree, so it's there. Now the sun comes from that side, goes across like that, so at the strongest time this silk tree should be able to provide a little bit of shade. But I don't have to worry about it for the next week because of the amount of rain that I'm going to get. So this is a closer look at the area, I guess. You know, I just moved everything here, and I've been mossing up a lot of the smaller pots so that they can last longer without water. And oh, one more thing, I got these discs. I'm not sure if, I don't think I had this in the last video. They're just cocoa fiber. It's like a, I don't know, less than a centimeter disc, and they're used for mulching. As you can see, I put them on here as well. These guys in the colanders, they dry out really fast, but with this disc on, they make a really big difference. They'll save trees. You know, I compared the two. If I water one, I water both in the morning, and I check at night. The one with the disc is still kind of wet, but the other one is completely dry. So yeah, these guys are very good at keeping your soil moist. If you don't have these, you can, I don't know where you can buy them. I got them from a member of the club. He has a bunch of them. You might be able to get them at nurseries. I'm not 100% sure, but you can always use moss. You can find moss and kind of moss up your surface. That'll do the same thing. So that's all for today. If you guys have any suggestions for the bench or my trees or anything else, you know, that you see that I can improve on, feel free to leave a comment. So that's it for this week. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.